Hello everybody and welcome back to Sip and App. Rugelach is one of those cookies that carries so much history and tradition. You'll find versions of it across Eastern European and Jewish baking, usually rolled up with sweet fillings into those beautiful little spirals we all recognize. And while I love honoring tradition, I also love tweaking techniques when it leads to a better cookie. So today I'm sharing my own take on rugelach, one that's a little different in shape but incredibly intentional in texture. So let's get started, first with the dough. This is a classic cream cheese based dough, which gives you that tender, flaky texture without being fussy. I'm adding flour, sugar, and salt to the food processor and pulsing just to combine. Next, add the cold butter and cream cheese and pulse again to get that coarse sand texture. Finally, add an egg yolk and a little vanilla before processing it one last time until it comes together into a cohesive dough. Wrap it up and let it rest in the fridge for at least an hour. While the dough is chilling, let's talk about the filling, because this is where these cookies really become your own. I've tested so many variations over the years, but today I'm sharing one of my all-time favorites using pecans, candied oranges, and cardamom. I start by lightly toasting pecans just for a few minutes to bring out that nutty flavor. Once they're completely cooled, give them just a few pulses in a food processor before adding the rest of the ingredients. One of the reasons I love rugelach cookies so much is how endlessly customizable they are. You can mix and match different nuts, dried fruits, and spices, even chocolates. And the more you play with combinations, the more unique each batch becomes. You want to pulse just until it becomes a sticky, rough paste and not completely smooth. That texture gives you little pockets of flavor throughout the cookie. I finish by finely chopping these beautiful candied oranges and setting them aside to fold in later. Once the dough is chilled, dust the surface with a little flour and roll it out into a rectangle. This dough is so easy to handle. If it's chilled properly, it shouldn't stick to the surface at all. You're looking for it to be about 15 by 7 inches and about a 1/4 inch thick. Then cut it lengthwise into 2 long strips. Then spread the filling right down the center of each strip and sprinkle the candied oranges evenly over the top. This is where my Rugelach cookies will look a little different. Instead of rolling the dough and filling together into spirals, I gently lift the sides of the dough and wrap them around the filling, overlapping slightly to form a long, thin log. Then I flip it seam side down, trim the ends, and slice it into bite-sized pieces. Finally, transfer the cookies to a parchment-lined baking sheet. Brush the tops with a little egg white if you'd like, and bake until golden brown on both the top and the bottom. Yes, some of the filling will ooze out as it bakes, but that's exactly what helps everything caramelize beautifully. More importantly, this method helps the dough bake up crisp and flaky all the way through, with no undercooked or soggy center. Once they're out of the oven, cool them completely, and you can leave them just as they are or finish them with a little dusting of powdered sugar. There you have it. Intensely buttery, flaky, flavorful, and endlessly adaptable. These Rugelach cookies will hit the spot at any time of the day. I hope you'll give this one a try and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.